Dogecoin looks like it finally started breaking to the downside with some momentum. I had been watching .139. That's where I have a limit order right here. We had a rising channel, rising wedge in my opinion. We had resistance, 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 support, support, support. And we did get a little bit of support right here, but we did break it. We broke this uptrend right here, going to the downside at this point right over here, or we just broke the trend, should I say. We got a bounce on that Fibonacci level. We bounced up. I thought we were going to come up to this the 38% sitting at around .173, but we got resistance right here and started heading down. And after we got this resistance, we got this nice big red candle and pushed to the downside. I had been looking at .139 for a long time, or for a while anyways, since I was watching this rising channel, rising wedge. I was targeting from the top to the bottom of that channel, dragging that to the breakout, and I was saying, I don't know, it kind of lines up with this Fibonacci retracement level right here, sitting at .139. Not perfect, but if you guys watch my videos, I like watching these Fibonacci retracement levels because sometimes they bounce or sometimes they act as resistance. The way we get the Fibonacci retracement levels, if you're new to the channel, we have a nice big run up. We start getting resistance and start heading down. We set up the Fibonacci retracement with the Fibonacci tool right here. We drag from the bottom to the top, and then that gives us levels to watch as it goes down, and we can trade off of these levels. So right now, we broke this 50% level. We were getting support on it right here. We got a bounce, like I said. We broke below it, so now I'm looking at the next one. I had a limit order sitting at .139. I'd been talking about it ever since we kind of broke over here. So yeah, I still have that .139 limit order. Let's see if we can come down and hit that level. If we look, let's go to the 1 hour time frame. We got that nice big red candle right here, and we got really close to .139. It came down to around 14 cents. It got support at 14 cents, and then it bounced up, and then ever since then we've been kind of going sideways, but we're kind of trending a little bit to the downside. It looks like we got a nice little good red candle right here, and we're really close to .139 for my next target. I think if we break .139, the next place that I'll be looking at is the next Fibonacci retracement level, sitting at around .114, somewhere around there. We could also be looking at this previous support that we had right here, the previous bottom, which is sitting at around 12 cents, .12046, around 12 cents, give or take. And we also have this little level right here sitting at around .135. Hopefully we can get a bounce at .139, but let's take a look at Bitcoin, because I also noticed on Bitcoin, let's go ahead and take a look at this. It looks like we're breaking this uptrend right here. And if Bitcoin is going down, you can kind of think that, or it's not super surprising to think that the rest of crypto might go down with it. So let's go to the daily time frame and I'll show you what I've been looking at. Okay, so we have, actually I was looking at this trend right over here. I don't think I'm on the right chart. Let's go to this Bitcoin chart. Yeah, okay, so here we go. We had support. We have support. This is Bitcoin giving me this uptrend right here. It looks like we're breaking that trend, going to the downside right now. There's a couple different Fibonacci retracement levels you could look at. Like I said, when we have a nice big run up and we start getting resistance and start heading down, we could set up Fibonacci retracement level from the bottom of the trend to the top of the trend. This trend is from the bottom right here and the top right here. We could set up a Fibonacci retracement level from the bottom to the top of this and look at those levels. One of the levels that I really like looking at is the 50%. The 50% on this one is sitting at around 64,276. But the other thing we can do is if we zoom out even more, we had a nice big run up right here. We're getting resistance right here. So we could also drag from the bottom of this trend to the top there. This is just some strategies on how to use the Fibonacci retracement level. So it's possible that we come down to the red line, or maybe even the 38 or the 50. These are the levels that I'd be looking at going to the downside. Like I was saying, when we have a nice big run up, it gives us the Fibonacci retracement level. The Fibonacci retracement levels give us places to watch for possible bounces and to dollar cost average back in, once we think it might be going to the downside. Like I said, we had this uptrend right here. It looks like it's breaking it right now. It's possible that it gets a fake out and we get support and just bounce right up. But we're watching trends. This is the strategy. We have trend lines. We break them. That's when we can say, okay, maybe we're going to go down. I'm not going to buy any right here. I'm going to wait till it goes to this 50% or the next Fibonacci retracement levels. We can put in limit orders at these levels like that. So going back to basically why I came to this chart, it looks like we have this uptrend and we broke it. So I'm curious, are we going to continue to move down on the Bitcoin chart? I guess we could take a look at the total crypto market cap too. I didn't really plan this video out too great, but let's go ahead and check that out. I hadn't really looked at this. So I guess, let's see, we have a top right there, something like that. We have, this chart's kind of all over the place. Let's just go ahead and delete everything. It looks like, let's see, we have support. Let's go ahead and draw this trend line, something like this. It's possible. I mean, it looks like we have a little bit of ways down to go. We have resistance right here and resistance right here. Technically, we are in this downtrend like this. Until we break this downtrend going to the upside, it's possible that we have a little bit more room to go down and touch this level right here. This is the total crypto market cap. So this is all the money in crypto. If this chart is going down, then crypto is going down. If this chart's going up, then crypto is going up for the most part. Let's go back to Dogecoin though. All the yellow lines are my positions on Dogecoin, and I have a limit order sitting at .139 somewhere right there. We'll do an orange line at that level. We're really close to that next Fibonacci retracement level, and like I said, if we break .139 with some more momentum, the next spot that I'd be looking at for a limit order would be this next Fibonacci retracement level, sitting at around .114 approximately. Like I said, you could also target these previous bottoms sitting at around 12 cents. Let's see if we get a bounce on .139 though, and then the other thing, let's go back to this one that's a little more clear. Kind of like that other chart. Let's go ahead and delete this one because that's not relative anymore. Let's go ahead and just delete some of this stuff. Since we're not paying attention to, so we broke that trend line already. But what I am paying attention to, just like on that total crypto market cap, is we have resistance right here, giving me a downtrend like this. If we break this downtrend to the upside, then we could start getting more bullish. But until then, we are in a downtrend, and it's possible that we keep heading down. We could also look at the moving averages. So this is another thing that I like talking about. The last video I made, we were actually above the 9 moving average right here, but we broke below it. Basically, we're looking at this blue line right here, the 9 moving average. If we're above it, let's say like right here where we broke above it, we can get support on it and go to the upside. When we break below it, that's a sign that we're going to get resistance. We're getting resistance on it. We broke above it very quickly, but then broke right back below it. So now we are below the we're below this 9 moving average right here. We're below it. And what we want to do is we want to break through that to start getting more bullish. Let's see if .139 will hold support. Maybe we'll come down, get support, go sideways, and then get a breakout to the upside. But like I said, Bitcoin looks like it might have some room to go down. The total crypto market cap looked like it had some room to go down. Let's also check out Dogecoin to Bitcoin, because this was another thing I was looking at on my last video. We had this symmetrical triangle. We had resistance, support. I was hoping that we would get that the trend would continue and we would get support right here and get a bounce. We had this downtrend, and I was hoping that we could break out, and that would have been good for Dogecoin. Basically, if this chart is going down, it's good for Bitcoin, and if this chart is going up, then that's good for Dogecoin. Right here, we broke to the downside, and it seemed like Bitcoin was going sideways while Dogecoin was going down. So it was better to be in Bitcoin while we were coming down here. But basically, we have this downtrend right here with this resistance. I'm getting this downtrend from these resistance, and if we could break this downtrend going to the upside, then we can start getting more bullish on Dogecoin. And it looks like, I mean, I don't know, you can argue that we came down, or like we're sitting at this previous support right here where we're at right now. So it's possible that we can go sideways and then break to the upside. But first, basically in general, I'm still looking at the Fibonacci retracement levels. 139, I've been looking at that limit order for actually a long time. Like I was saying, I had been watching this rising wedge, rising channel, whatever you want to call it. And once we broke that going to the downside, I had been really putting my eye on that 139 target. I thought it was a very reasonable target, and look, we're getting very close to it. So that's my next target. If we break 139 going to the downside, since we are in a downtrend technically, until we break this downtrend going to the upside, then we can have targets going to the downside, basically. And if we break 139, like I said, the next spot that I'll be looking at is 114. I hope that we can get some support right here and then break to the upside. That's what I'm kind of hoping. But like I said, until we break this downtrend going to the upside, we are technically in a downtrend, and we can count on this to give us resistance until we break it, basically. Sorry if I haven't been uploading videos, guys. I started a new job. It's super hard to be a consistent YouTuber. I was telling someone in the comments, and hopefully you guys can stick with me and hang in there. But I'm gonna keep trying to make videos for you guys, and I don't know, hopefully. Also, I'd been waiting for a move. I'd been waiting for this move for a while, and since it was we broke that downtrend and it was just kind of going sideways, and I thought we were gonna bounce, it was kind of confusing me a little. So that's another thing. I wasn't really sure, and I don't want to make videos just to make videos. I want to help you guys, and I want to see stuff that's pretty clear and make targets that are gonna happen. I don't want to just be making videos. So I'm gonna try to make more videos. I started a new job. Hopefully you guys can stick with me. If you guys like this video, hit that thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. If you guys want to watch the last video, check it out right here.